We begin tonight with a breaking news alert. We now know that this is the vehicle a man was driving during a road rage incident that took a very terrifying turn. It happened about 9:30 this morning in Huntington, and it left one dad with a bullet hole in his car and fear in his heart as his 3-year-old toddler in the back seat narrowly was hit by that bullet.
Yeah, I mean, talking just inches that it missed that child. News Channel 3's Kelsey Soto is joining us live from Huntington, where, Kelsey, this story could have ended in devastation and tragedy.
Intense and emotional moments for one dad this morning who tells me in the blink of an eye, he almost lost everything. What's most important to him, and that's his son, all over a misunderstanding out on the road.
Just like that, life is like so precious, and you know, nothing's that extreme to go that far.
An incident of road rage almost cost Mike McKinney his 3-year-old son Friday morning.
I get him out of the car seat, check his legs, his body, taking his clothes off, just making sure there's no marks.
It was a trip to the doctor's office that took a dangerous turn. Mike was heading east onto the interstate from Hal Greer when he noticed a car tailgating. Mike says the vehicle swerved in his lane, so he honked back. Hand gestures flew back and forth, and that's when Mike says apparently the other driver's patience flew out the window.
And I see him pull something up, and I hear boom.
At first, Mike thought it was a firecracker, but the toddler's screams convinced him otherwise.
And then we'll just try to follow him.
The drive from exit 11 to exit 15 on I-64 East should take you about 3 minutes on a normal day. But when you're rushing to check to see if your child's been shot, you can do it in about half the time.
He could have hit my son. I could have lost my boy. You know, like, the world's crazy, man, and just because of an interaction on the interstate is no reason to take somebody's life or to scare him to that extent.
Mike says he quickly pulled into a nearby bank along Route 60, who let him inside and locked the door while they called police.
This is where the bullet entered.
Mike tells me the bullet went through his son's blanket and missed the 3-year-old by just a few inches.
But it will forever be a moment implanted in my mind, and it's terrifying for such a young age. Things like this just don't need to happen.
It may only have been mere seconds, but Mike says that travel in terror will never leave him.
Even though I'm an emotional wreck, my son's okay. We both get to see another day.
Mike wants to see the other driver brought to justice and face consequences because he's genuinely concerned that if provoked, he may strike again. Mike does have some advice for other drivers out there, and that is do not engage. Proving a point or making a statement just really isn't as important in a time like this. It's not worth it. Family, health, and safety is the most important above all else.
Goodness, thankfully they're all okay, though. Kelsey, thank you so much. But police are asking for your help. They're trying to track down that vehicle and that driver that we showed you. And if you think maybe you spot them or you know where they're at, you are asked to contact West Virginia State Police. You can call the Huntington Detachment or 911. Both of those numbers are listed on WSAZ.com.